Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, to another hairstyle. This is like a lazy girl hairstyle, a way to stretch out your hair and just put it in a style for like a week and just leave the hair alone. So let's get straight into it. So before I turned on my camera, I was already doing the back of my hair. So what I really did here, I just used my styling product, which was my Cream of Nature Twisting Shrinkage Defense. Gosh, it's such a long name. I did at the back of my hair. I put my hair into plaits, and I also did that in the front. So now I'm going to do that on the other side of my hair. So one thing you have to understand with 4C hair is you have to stretch the hair out. You really have to stretch the hair out. You don't want to use heat all the time. So putting it in a twist or putting in a plait, you're actually stretching your hair. And another thing is, I don't know, but when you're lazy, you really don't want to be doing your hair every single day. You want to take a break from it. You don't want to sometimes you're not always obsessed and into your hair when it's your hair. When it's extensions or wigs or whatever, you could be obsessed with it, but you're never really obsessed with your own natural hair. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm just going to do a style. So in the middle of a section on my left hand side, I believe, I'm just going to do a twist in the middle, and then I just used my moisturizer and a leave-in conditioner to do that flat twist. It's a flat twist in the middle, and then right around it, I'm just going to put my hair into plaits using my styling product. So that would also be the Cream of Nature Shrinkage Defense. I will leave a link to that product on this video. The little gold stuff that you see me use is just to, add a little bit of taste to the hair basically. So right now, I'm just going to use my detangler and a regular moisturizer for this part. I'm not using a styling product because the next day I'm going to take the plaits out in the front. I don't want the plaits in there for too long, so I'm just going to use a regular moisturizer around it. Plaits is one of the ways you can stretch out your 4C hair. Twist also can do it as well. It's really up to your choice. It's up to your preference. So I just want to make this clear before I get you all confused. At the back of my head, I used a styling twisting product. But in the front part of my hair, I'm using a moisturizer and a detangler because I'm going to take the plaits out the next day. So there would only be plaits at the back of my head. If you want your twist or your plaits to last long, like more than a week, it's important to always use a styling product. If you intend to take your twist out the next day, or you want to take your braids out the next day, then you just use a regular moisturizer like a buttercream, that would do the job. So you all, since I've been going natural, I haven't allowed anyone to style my hair. I've been styling my own hair by myself because I find like that's the best thing to do. That's one of the ways you can get to know your hair and have like a good healthy regimen, is to get used to your hair, putting your hands in your hair. Like when you don't put your hands in your hair, you don't really understand your hair much. I feel like there's a lot of connection that you can have with your hair when your hands is on it, and then having to depend on someone to do your hair for you. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't look on point. It doesn't matter if your parting isn't perfect. What matters is that you are actually taking care of your hair. It's just a matter of time. Once you are consistent with doing your own hair yourself, your parting will get better, your style will get better. Then you understand your hair more. Then you understand what styles actually suit your facial structure. Now, the con to doing your hair yourself is that your hands will hurt depending on the size of your head. If you got a big head or if you got a lot of hair, your hand will hurt. So it's important to take breaks. It's important to watch a movie while doing your hair, or talking to someone while doing your hair, and make sure make sure you take a day and set it aside specifically for your hair. Don't do your hair on a day where you know you have to go somewhere special, because if a mistake happens on your natural hair, like maybe you use the wrong products or something, you might not be bothered to wash that stuff out. So it's important to set a day aside for your hair specifically so you can have time to do it, have time to correct mistakes, and have time to understand what's going on in your hair. Okay, so this is the next day. I had to let a few things dry on my hair before I can come back and show you all what I'm gonna do now. So I'll just show you what I did to the back. It's just braids at the back. Hopefully you can see it. Now the reason why I've got like the gold stuff in my hair is because the ends of my hair is really thick, and so I find that when I do braids or twist, the ends just doesn't get incorporation. Now I've trimmed my hair already, so it's definitely not split ends or any of that. I've done the trimming. I just think the ends are just so thick and it's just hard to get them to twist into braids. So I just put the little gold shafts at the end. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a braid out with all these at the front. I'm going to loosen the braids. Now whenever you want to loose the braids in your hair or you want to loose the twist in your hair, always get a detangler to do it with. Don't just do it on dry fingers. Like put a little bit of detangler in your fingers and then, you know, oh shit, I got on my top, damn it. Put a bit, what is going on? Put a bit of detangler towards the end, and so it would help you with detangling, sorry, not detangling, but doing your braid out or your twist out. Take your time while doing this because you don't want to be like rough on your hair. Hair can be quite delicate. So I've done this side and I've put it in a bun and I used a little bobbin to pack it all together. But this one is not smooth yet, so I'm gonna take this one off and comb it a bit better. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit of this, just a spray conditioner, and I'm gonna start from the ends. So I'm not one who tries to make sure that their hair is like sleek bone straight or sleek bone flat, because natural hair just don't behave like that. So I'm just trying to brush it out to make sure that it could just get into formation. It could just be put together and look good overall. Especially when your hair is really thick, you really don't want to stress your hair out trying to make sure that it's like bone straight, you know, because it is thick, so it's got a lot of density going on there. You don't want to stress it out. I don't really use gels or any curly gel. You've got your hair stretched out all over. At the front you have it stretched out, the back you got it stretched out, and so sebum can get down to the ends of your hair. You don't have to worry about your hair. Now if you want to moisturize, first of all, if you like use a really good moisturizer, like a really good buttercream, you really shouldn't have to moisturize it every day, because your buttercream would keep your hair really soft for days, especially like if you got fine hair. If you got coarse hair, you can use a spray moisturizer, and you can spray it daily. Just trying to put this in here, okay? You can use a spray moisturizer and spray it daily, and this is pretty much it. This is the hair, this is it. So when you go into bed, make sure that you put on a scarf. Don't go with a bonnet, because if you're the type of person that likes to toss back and forth while sleeping, you're gonna mess up the front part of your hair. Yeah, you're gonna mess up the front part of your hair. The reason why I haven't got that laid flat is because I don't like my hair being laid completely flat. I don't like that. I like a little bit of bump in the front, so that's how I like it. But yeah, if you're going to bed, make sure you go to bed with a silky scarf on your head. And yeah, if you want to moisturize, just get a spray moisturizer and spray it, and then you can comb it like every second day or every third day. Honestly, 4C hair doesn't really need to be combed like every single day, because if your hair is healthy, you wouldn't have any tangles. You won't have any fairy knots or single strand knots. I don't have those things because I always wear my hair out in a stretched out state. So you shouldn't have any tangles or any single strand knots going on, and that's pretty much it. That's how you should maintain it. This would only last you for like because your front, you haven't got any braids going on in the front, I'm gonna say a week and a half. That's it. I wouldn't go 2 weeks with it, because your front, like the front of your hair, isn't braided or twisted or anything like that. So I would go for a week and a half max, and that's that. So let me show you the back. I just want you to know that this is just a template, so you can always switch it up. Okay, so I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.